Remember the 80s? Dungeons and Dragons, bike rides with your best friends, and small-town life where nothing ever happens. Welcome to Hawkins, Indiana. But what happens when a quiet town breaks the moment a boy disappears into the dark? One fateful night, a bike ride turns into a nightmare. 12-year-old Will Byers is on his way home from a D&D session when he vanishes without a trace. His mom, Joyce, is frantic. His friends are worried, and the police chief, Jim Hopper, is skeptical. But this isn't just a missing person case. Something unnatural is stirring in Hawkins, and Will's disappearance is only the beginning. While searching for Will, his best friends, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas, stumble upon someone else lost in the woods. A girl with a shaved head, wearing a hospital gown, and a number tattooed on her arm, 11. She looks harmless, almost fragile, but you'll learn quickly that appearances can be deceiving, especially when the room starts shaking. 11 doesn't speak much, but she has a secret, terrifying telekinetic powers. She can move things with her mind, crush a soda can without touching it, and she knows something about Will. As the boys take her in and hide her in Mike's basement, they realize she's not just a runaway. She's an escapee from a place far more sinister than they can imagine. So, where is Will? The answer is more terrifying than anyone could guess. Through 11's powers and some crackling Christmas lights, Joyce and Hopper start to piece together a horrifying truth. What if another version of your world was watching you, a dark, twisted mirror of our own? They discover a parallel dimension, a cold, dark, and decaying reflection of Hawkins they call the Upside Down. It's a world covered in strange vines and floating spores, a place where the air is toxic, and it's not empty. This is where Will is trapped, running for his life, and somehow he can communicate across the veil between worlds. But what is he running from? You never see it coming until it's already too late. The monster that hunts between worlds. The kids name it the Demogorgon, after their D&D monster. But this one is very, very real. A tall, slender creature with a horrifying, flower-like head that opens to reveal rows of sharp teeth. It's drawn to blood and can tear through the fabric of reality, creating temporary portals between our world and the Upside Down. We see it take Barb, Nancy's best friend, from the side of a swimming pool. We see it hunt Nancy and Jonathan in the woods. The Demogorgon isn't just a monster. It's a predator that pulls its victims into its decaying world, and it's getting bolder. So where did this monster and this alternate dimension come from? The answer lies at the edge of town, at the ominous Hawkins National Laboratory. You might think the monster is the biggest threat, but the real villains wear lab coats, led by the cold and ruthless Dr. Martin Brenner, whom 11 calls Papa. The lab has been conducting secret, unethical experiments for the government. They were trying to use children with psychic abilities, like 11, to spy on enemies. But during one experiment, 11 made contact with the Demogorgon and accidentally tore open a permanent gate to the Upside Down right in the middle of their lab. Now, they're not trying to fix it. They're trying to cover it up, silencing anyone who gets too close to the truth, including a local diner owner and, of course, chasing after their escaped asset, 11. As the government agents close in and the Demogorgon terrorizes Hawkins, everyone's paths converge. Nancy and Jonathan, Will's older brother, team up to hunt the monster themselves, setting a trap with gasoline and bear traps. Joyce and Hopper break into the lab and venture into the Upside Down wearing full hazmat suits, to find Will. They find him, weak but alive, with a horrifying tendril down his throat, and manage to bring him back. At the same time, the kids are at the middle school, trying to protect 11 from both the lab agents and the Demogorgon. It all comes to a head in a science classroom. The monster breaks through, drawn by the scent of blood after the kids use it as bait. Dr. Brenner and his agents storm the school, but they're no match for the Demogorgon, which slaughters them. The monster corners Mike, Dustin, and Lucas. It seems like all hope is lost. But then 11 steps forward. She knows how to stop it. Using every last ounce of her strength, she faces the Demogorgon, pinning it against the wall. She looks back at Mike, says goodbye, and unleashes a final, devastating psychic blast. The monster disintegrates into nothingness, and in the process, so does she. 11 vanishes, sacrificing herself to save her friends. The nightmare seems to be over. Will is back with his family. The gate is seemingly closed, and Hawkins can breathe a sigh of relief. The boys have an empty seat at their D&D table, a space saved for a friend they lost. Chief Hopper, however, is seen leaving Eggo Waffles 11's favorite food din, a box in the woods, giving us a glimmer of hope that she might still be out there somewhere. But then comes the final, chilling scene. It's Christmas time, and the Byers family is sitting down for dinner, trying to get back to normal. Will excuses himself to the bathroom. He looks in the mirror, and for a split second, the world around him flashes back to the gray, decaying upside down. He then coughs up a slug-like creature into the sink. He survived, but the upside down didn't let go. The nightmare is far from over. And that's the complete story of Stranger Things Season 1. A perfect blend of 80s nostalgia, sci-fi horror, and heartfelt friendship. From a missing boy to a psychic girl and a monster from another dimension, it set the stage for an epic saga. What was your favorite moment from the first season? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this recap, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into your favorite shows. See you next time.